I am just getting ready to tackle something. And I thought, why not bring you guys along? Because you may have the same dilemma as I have. I have this shelf back here that has a lot of stuff on it. Items that are merely decorating the shelf. Some of them can be used. The wooden bowl can be used. The cutting boards can be used. But I don't use them. They're just sitting there. And I'm really not one for letting things just sit for the sake of sitting. I like to use things. So I'm thinking I can use this shelf for more than just decorative items. So I'm gonna take everything off, gonna clean it all up and reuse it for something else, something a little bit more useful. This is what I have in mind. What I wanna do is put, these are dehydrated things, just all my dried stuff. I have thyme, I have sage, I have chives and basil and more sage and more. And I have so many dehydrated and dried herbs and spices and stuff for teas and soups and stews and just a lot of this stuff. And I think that I can put all of this out on that shelf where it's an easy grab for me. I mean, I haven't tried them to see if they're going to fit on that shelf, but they're just small jars, pints and half pint jars. So I think it should be okay. So I'm going to get this cleaned off and all of these items put somewhere else and get it ready to put the jars on there. Okay, that was quick, easy. Now I'm going to put my dried stuff up there in no certain order. And like I said, I don't even know if it's going to fit. Probably should have tried that first, but I think I can get, this seems to be a wider shelf on the bottom and maybe a not so wide one on the top. So maybe I can get half pints and pints. So I'm gonna try that. This is garlic scape powder. We dehydrated our garlic scapes, some of them, and then turned it into powder. I can't wait to use this. Some basil. And more basil. And this is pizza topping. I use this when I make sourdough bread. I add this into my sourdough and make a pizza bread. It is so good. I can put that on top. Some summer savory. I don't seem to have a lot of, you guys can't see me. I don't seem to have a lot of space up here for bigger jars. So what I did was I took a couple pieces of wood, just pieces that I could put up here. It's actually a lab that I split in half, but this one's split again. But I'm gonna leave it there. It doesn't show and it helps. So I can put this up here without it going down, because like this jar doesn't fit up here on its own because there's a little bit of a lip. So putting that little piece of wood in there just gives it the lift so that it's level with that, and I can set it down without it not fitting. This allows me to put the pint-sized jars up here because I have more of those than I have of the smaller half-pint ones, so that makes it nice. And then I have these ones down here, which I have more stuff. I went in the pantry and got more. This is some soup mix, It's just lentils and different, like a split peas, lentils, wild rice. It's just what I use for a soup mix. And then I have a recipe on the front here, and I've got it labeled. So I'm going to put this here, and I have another one somewhere right here. Same thing, but this one has like little pieces of, like little teeny tiny little pieces of like rice pasta, and just a different mix, not as many lentils. So that's another one that I have up here, and it has the recipe on it. And then this is a dried mix. Now this has zucchini, and it has dried onions, it has dried celery, just a few seasonings in here, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of everything. So I use this mix, just mixed it all in here. Everything is dried, dehydrated, and I put it in here, and I throw that in the soup. So it's all seasoned and ready to throw in a soup. So I have that here, and I think I might actually, that's not gonna fit in behind there, but look, it kind of fits here. I could put it here. It's not gonna go forward because it hits this top piece. So I guess that's a good idea. And then I have more basil, which I have basil here, celery, lovage, which is pretty close to celery. I grow this in our pottage or garden. It's wild celery, maybe. You can use it just like you do celery. Anyway, I have some of that, and I have some chives. So just gonna kind of put this in and around. So that's what it looks like. I actually have more, I might put this other basil up here. I actually have more in my pantry. I have so much more. That's the whole, kind of the whole idea behind all of this is I'm trying to clean my pantry out, and where I store this typically, I'd like to put jams and jellies so that I'm not running downstairs all the time to grab them. I'd like to have a few up here to grab when the ones in the refrigerator run out, kind of that thing. So that's what I'm thinking of doing with this. I might put another jar here, and I don't know if I dare double stack or not. I don't know, I could, because I've got carrots, and I've got mushrooms, I've got all kinds of other stuff that I could bring out here. And I actually think I'm gonna love it out here. And I know they tell you to keep this stuff in the dark, and you know, but we go through this. So I'll go through this and use it. So no worries there. This is in the pantry. It's where I store a lot of this right now. But I'd like to make more room because a lot of it is all down here, and it's kind of, it's in the way. So I have so much stuff. This is all stuff that we get, you know, from our garden. So, I mean, I love having it. I love the convenience of it. It's perfect for soups and stews. Look, I have more onions. I have carrots. I have yellow squash. I have more celery. I have lots of celery. I have some, oh, this is another soup mix. I have some more yellow summer squash. I have some more carrots, some more celery. Like I said, we have a lot of stuff in here, and it's nice to be able to bring it out into the main room and use it out there. I like to put this stuff in jars, and I mean, we use it. So convenience is a good thing too. So if it's out there, it's more convenient for us to grab by the stove. I don't mind it being in here, but I have a lot of other things that I've accumulated food-wise that I would like to utilize to put on some of these shelves or in these cabinets. So I am just on overload, I think. We've been putting away more food than we ever have, and that's not a bad thing. But I want to economize, I should say, what space I have, because it's all prime real estate. And I want to know that everything that I'm putting in here is being used. It's stuff that, you know, I want to be intentional about all of this. So that's why I'm putting the dried stuff out there. So let's get back to putting that stuff up on the shelves. This is chocolate mint. We grow this in our potager garden and it's fabulous for tea. Tastes just like a mint hot cocoa, I think. This is candied ginger. Great if you have an upset stomach. Some carrots. So, let me see, I can put carrots up here. What do you think? I might be able to even put... Okay, so I still feel like it's missing something. It still feels like the top is a little bald or something, doesn't it? I'm going to look around and see what I can find. I found the perfect thing. The perfect, if it fits. That's gonna be the thing. A sign. This is actually from my pantry. I just had it sitting in there, so I think this sign is going to be the perfect piece to set up here. Oh my word. It's like meant to be in here. Like I literally have probably 1/4 of an inch on each side. Oh, I don't know. I think that's gonna work. Let's put a nail in here. How's that? What do you think? I love it. It's perfect. Now we have everything that is needed, required to use here for cooking and, you know, whatever I need for dried spices and herbs. This way I'm not running in and out of the pantry. I've got it right here. It's right handy. I can get stuff done a little bit quicker. I love having the convenience of these out here. I don't know why I never thought of this before. The sign is perfect. I mean, it fits perfectly up there. I'm in awe of this. I do not know what to say because I can't believe that sign fit up there as well as it did. That was just something I was trying to figure out what to put up there, and I walked into the pantry and saw that and I thought, what are the chances that's going to fit? I would have cut it down if it didn't fit. Would have just kind of snipped the sides a little bit just to get it in there because it's that perfect. That is a sign that I got at a yard sale actually for $1. So, yeah, I think this is a project that came out really good. It's going to be very functional and I like functional. So let me know in the comment section below what you think of this and the functionality of it. Would you have left the decorative items up there, or do you like it better this way? Let me know. And until next time.